Hi everybody, here to bring you our Bible lesson for this week. I also have Kelsey with me and JD with me again. Guys, can you tell me what we learned about last week?
Respect.
Respect. What did we learn about respect? Do you remember? Who should we respect?
Your parents.
Your parents, and who else?
People who have authority over you.
People who have authority over you. That's right. So, did you guys practice respect this week?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about you, Kels?
Yeah.
I hope everybody practiced respect this week, especially since we're all in isolation together and you had a good amount of time to practice that with your mom and dad, which is great. So this week we're still going to talk about respect, and we're actually going to turn in our Bibles to Luke chapter 6. Luke chapter 6, and we're going to start reading in verse 27. And again, if you need to pause me, that's very fine. But it's Luke chapter 6, verses 27 is where we're going to start. And it says, "But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you, bless them that curse you, and pray for them which despitefully use you. And unto him that smiteth thee on one cheek, offer also the other. And to him that taketh away thy cloak, forbid not to take thy coat also. Give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him that taketh away thy goods, ask them not again. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. For if you love them which love you, what thank have ye? For sinners also love them that love them. For sinners also love those that love them. And if you do good to them which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do even the same. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thank have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love thee your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father is also merciful." So these verses, what do you think that those are really telling us, JD? What do you think they're telling us?
Be respectful.
Be respectful, but what, to who is this really talking about? Those that we should love. It says love your who?
Enemies.
Love your enemies. Does it say love your enemies? It also says here that we should do to others as we would have also done to us. That's really a lot of how we should be respecting other people in our lives. We should really have respect for everyone and do to others exactly how, or act towards others exactly how we want to be acted towards ourselves, right? So one thing I want to talk to you guys about is how would you want to be treated by somebody? How would you want to be treated?
Nicely.
Nicely. How about you, Kels? How would you want to be treated by somebody?
Kindly.
Kindly. Would you like people to argue with you? Would you like people to take toys from you?
No.
Would you like people to take turns from you when it's your turn? Would you like people to make it difficult for you to get a job done?
No.
No, you would want to be cooperative and respectful towards everyone so that we can all work together, right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. So one thing that's also brought out in this verse is it says it's easy for us to love someone who loves us. Is it easy to love someone who loves you?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because they already love you.
Because they already love you.
And you can love them back.
And you can love them back. It is very, very easy to love someone who already loves you because you know if you love them, you're going to get love in return, right? Mm-hmm. But these verses tell us specifically to love our enemies. Yeah. What do you think is something that shows love towards someone else?
Act towards them how you would want to be treated.
Yes, that's definitely a way to show love towards someone else. Did you know that the Bible really tells us that to truly love someone, you're putting their needs and desires ahead of your own? So what do you think that might mean in your life if you're putting someone else's needs and desires ahead of your own?
You put their wishes and desires, and you would do them before you did yours?
So let's kind of put it this way, Kels. What if I said, hey, JD and Kelsey, do you guys want to play a board game?
Yeah.
Okay. And I said, you can either play Monopoly or you can play chess. And let's say Kelsey wanted to play Monopoly, but JD wanted to play chess. JD, what do you think the loving thing would be to do?
Play Monopoly.
Play Monopoly. What do you think, Kels? What would the loving thing be to do if you wanted to play Monopoly and JD wanted to play chess?
Play chess.
Play chess, yep. So putting someone else's needs and desires ahead of your own is showing them love. And do you think that would be especially difficult if you did not receive love in return?
Yes.
Yes. And these verses tell us that it's especially important for us to love our enemies because even sinners show love to people who love them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But because it's so difficult to show love towards someone who doesn't show you love in return, it's a good example of Christ's love for us. So you know that this weekend is Easter, right? So what did Jesus do for people who did not really show him love back? What did he do for us?
He died for us.
He died for us. Did he just die for your friends or did he also die for your enemies?
He died for our enemies.
He died for everyone in the entire world, for all of our sins, right, Kelsey?
Yes.
Yes. And he didn't have to do that. He could have said at the last minute, nope, I'm not going to do it. I decided I'm not going to sacrifice myself for everybody's sins. And then what would happen, JD?
We would all go to hell.
We would have no way to get to heaven. So Jesus was the ultimate example of us of how to show love towards people who don't show us love back. And it's something that's definitely difficult and something that's going to take a lot of practice because even adults, we have to practice that all the time too, showing love towards people who don't show us love back. It's not something that's easy. The Bible doesn't say that it's easy. If it was easy, then everybody would do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the Bible would say even the sinners would do it, right? But it tells us that the sinners show love towards people that love them. So it's even more important for us to show love towards people who don't show us love in return. So as far as respect goes, definitely treating people the way you want to be treated is important, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I think that's definitely something you guys can practice this week, right? So we keep practicing respect with your mom and dad, but maybe now, so we talked about practicing respect with those in authority over you. Now you guys can practice respect even towards your siblings in your house, because this is all about showing respect towards everybody and treating everyone the way that you want to be treated. So Kelsey, what do you think is something you can do this week to show respect towards JD? Do you think that you can not bug him?
I can.
Do you think you can not bug him? Do you think that would be a good way? What about you, JD? How's a way you can show respect towards Kelsey this week? Do you think by not getting annoyed with her sometimes? Or if she wants to play a certain game, you can play it with her to put her needs ahead of what you want,
Yeah.
right? Because that would be showing love and respect towards your sister, right?
Yeah.
So this week is definitely an opportunity for you guys, again, to still continue to show love and respect towards your parents, but also to practice that toward your siblings, because I know all of you have some siblings that you can try to practice showing respect towards. All right, so JD, do you want to pray to close our lesson?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Thank you that we could post more lessons and please help everyone to have a good day. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.